Hey there, Scorpio. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your May 2017 tarot reading. I'm using the Mystic Dreamer. Sorry, I had to restart right as I was getting started. Um, for your foundation of the situation this month is the Sun, and this is one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It's warmth, vitality, enlightenment, seeing things clearly, and just spreading that energy and joy sort of everywhere you go, and but more bringing it into all aspects of that feeling into all aspects of your life. And at the bottom of the deck is the Death card, so transforming. So that type of energy and feeling, and trying to bring that into all aspects of your life. This is going to be a change for you. This is going to be a conscious change and transforming your life so that you are focusing on joy and gratitude and clarity and positivity. And you have your central issue is the Two of Cups. So it may just be that some of you are in love. And so you're just, it's kind of interesting. You ever notice when you're in love, when you're first in love, you don't focus so much on work or the petty stuff going on at work. You're just happier. There's a spring in your step. Life seems more hopeful and positive. And it isn't because this person really is necessarily the end all be all. And I mean, this is a very positive card, but it really isn't because of this person. It's because you're choosing to look at things in a more positive way because you're feeling happier. Now, we have to be careful that this isn't the honeymoon period. We don't have the Knight of Wands, which is usually my honeymoon period card, but that it's not just that initial kind of euphoria. But I don't think it is. I think you're realizing the way you look at life, the way you view things, and if you're bringing this energy into everyday things and everyday life and gratitude and feeling that warmth and positivity and this vitality for everything you do, then it'll you'll be living your life even if you don't have a love partner or you aren't in that honeymoon period with your partner. That's the type of energy you're bringing into your everyday life, as if you're newly in love and you're just not sweating the small stuff and focusing on all the negativity. You're focusing on all the beauty and in life. It's crossed by the Page of Cups, the Cage of Pups, the Page of Cups. So this is a new emotional beginning. So I'll just say, for a lot of you, if you've been single, you're going to meet someone, whether you like it or not. And for those of you in a relationship, you're going to realize this is really someone for you. Or it can also be the realization that I want to feel positive and happy. Like I want to feel warmth and appreciation for life and the world and living and all those good things. And if you're not with someone, remember we have the Death card, then you're going to move on. Because I want to transform my life so that I feel like I'm in love all the time. And I don't mean that we're going to, that euphoria is not sustainable, but seeing things in a positive way and focusing on that is something that can be cultivated and is sustainable if we train ourselves. Because somehow we've trained ourselves to be negative. That just seems to be the way it is. I was listening to this talk radio show, and they were saying how, I think it was Denmark, and I can't remember what it is, but they have this saying, and it's sort of their philosophy of life, and it's about 10 things that are pretty much like, you're not special, you don't know, you're not any smarter than anyone else, you're not any better at something than anyone else. And when you think about it, you're like, damn, like it's basically saying, you're nothing special. And here we're always told we're special, we're special. And it was just really interesting to think about, because it sounds counterintuitive, because I just said don't be negative, but it's more of a level of it's more really, when you think about a philosophy of acceptance, instead of building ourselves up for almost unrealistic. Like, you can do anything you want, you're special, you can be anyone you want. And then if you just want to be a normal person, it's almost like you've failed. So it's kind of finding that balance of enjoying the simple things in life and the warmth of the sun and the beauty around us. It doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. I don't have to be an astronaut or a doctor or a neurosurgeon or a professional athlete to be happy. What I need to be happy is to have a good attitude and to allow beauty and positivity into my life and appreciate the flowers and what I do have around me, and that the sun rises and sets each day, and that I'm alive, and I have this life on earth and people around me that support me and love me. And that's what I'm going to allow into my life. So with the Hierophant in the recent past, it's like there's been something that happened. You have gleaned some wisdom from a situation you've been through recently, or something you heard, just kind of like what I was just talking about that the way Danish people view things. It's something, it's going to kind of shift something, and you're going to be like, God, I never really thought about that way, or maybe I've been approaching this wrong, or you're going to be inspired by something, and you're coming in with a different type of wisdom, that you're gaining some sort of wisdom that you hadn't had before, and it is going to transform how you live your everyday life. You're going to apply that wisdom into how you live your life on a daily basis. And this can give us some more insight into that wisdom we're gaining, and it's getting focused and getting clear. The Queen of Swords, the truth comes out. She cuts away all the excess attachments and baggage and the stories we tell ourselves, the stories we interject into all of our situations. It's not just that someone at work was too busy to help us. It's that they're always too busy to help us. They never appreciate what I do. They don't see, we have this whole laundry list of why this person's a raging asshole, and never think about anything else that we put into it, when the truth may be that we don't understand all of what they have to do and what's on their plate. And if we are in their shoes, it really doesn't have anything to do with us. But we tend to put this whole elaborate story project that onto other people, and can make things more difficult and less pleasant than they have to be. So she's going to sort of get us more mentally in shape and disciplined, and cut that stuff out. She cuts stuff out. She's like, cut it out. And that's the wisdom we're going to gain. Like, what drama am I adding? What negative drama am I adding? And we're going to do the hard work. we're going to be disciplined in our own lives. You know, this is often a work card, but we're going to be disciplined. We're going to clear clutter out of our lives. We're going to make our house a home and friendly and warm. And, you know, here's that warmth again. We're going to live somewhere that makes us feel good. We're going to have a job that we're going to work hard at and gain, what do I want to say? We're not going to complain about our job. If we're complaining about our job, we're going to get a different job. We're not going to add drama to our lives. We want to feel good, better, and to feel better and to have that lightness, that newly in love feeling for life. We're going to have to let go of the negative, smaller things and stop actively bringing that into our daily life. So it's going to take self-discipline and hard work to do that and to infuse the sun into every aspect of our lives. And it's a decision. You are making this decision. This is a conscious decision to change your life in this way. This is not something that's just going to happen. It's going to be like, shit, my friend's wife just died of cancer and she was only 50 and this could be me. And what the hell am I doing with my life? I'm going to smarten up here and I want my life to be the sun. I want to invite in only emotionally pleasant experiences. I want to share deep bonds with a select few of people. I don't want to dilute my energy in all sorts of ways and all sorts of drama and drain my life. I want to cut away things that aren't necessary. And I'm consciously doing this and making this choice this month. And it's great. I mean, this is how other people see you. Don't get hung up on the gender. This guy, he delays instant gratification. So he's not going to get down in the dumps if he doesn't instantly have what he's working towards. He's just going to methodically keep working at it. He knows his long goal. He has his plan. You have your plan. You want to feel like this absolutely as much as possible. And how am I going to do that? What situations am I going to allow my energy to get pulled into? Where do I live? Are my surroundings conducive to feeling good? How am I house poor? Do I need to move so I have more money freed up so I don't feel stressed or I don't have to work as much or so that I feel like I'm, I can do the things that bring me joy. Just, he's very practical in that way. And he manages his life. He manages his own life. He's not managing someone else's life. He worries about himself, and it's not selfish. It's like, you don't want someone managing your life for you, right? It's like anytime anyone's telling you, and this is a lesson I've had to learn. We all have our own stuff to deal with. We don't need to be telling anyone else how to live. So we're going to mind our own businesses this month and manage our own lives. And again, releasing other things. And it's like, so this is our hopes and fears. And this 5 of Pentacles is a poverty mentality. So we're going to change that. We're not going to be like, I lack. It's going to be gratitude. I have this in my life. I have that in my life. I have abundance. I have beauty. I have the sun. The sun comes up every day. And we're going to be focusing on the positive and not the negative. And that's going to turn this card around. We're no longer going to be focused on the negative, on material things. And we're going to be more focused on the quality of our life and the quality of our relationships. And then we have this beautiful 3 of Cups. I mean, this is a supportive, community feeling. So when you start seeing your life through different eyes and being grateful and appreciating that the sun came up and you woke up every morning and that you have a job, or that you have shelter, you have food on the table, and enjoy getting outside and breathing fresh air and, all these simple things, and choosing happiness and positivity and worrying about, making that a priority for yourself, it's going to infect other people, and you're going to attract other people that feel the same way. And it's going to be contagious in a wonderful, positive way. So even people surrounding you, or the people you surround yourself with, are going to be feeling this positive energy. Whew, I like it. So that was a great reading, Scorpio. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.